What's up, guys? It's been a while since I made a little video, but I've been neglecting this kayak for so long. One, it needs a bath pretty bad. It's a 2020 Hobie Outback. I bought it used a while ago, and I definitely got my money's worth. It was pretty rough when I bought it, so I didn't care about scratching it. But I do have a hairline crack getting close to the scuffer hole. I did recently buy a new Hobie Outback, and just this weekend I bought a Hobie Passport. So I'm excited to try this, and I want to do a review on the 20. I know I'm using this as a table right now because I'm cleaning out my carport sort of. And this is a 2023 Outback I bought at the beginning this year. I would like to do a review on that one and the Passport, which I'm excited to try the 12-foot Passport because these Outbacks are way too heavy to be carrying around for the intercoastal or inshore or whatever. Awesome for offshore fishing. But yeah, when I noticed this, I got scared because of how close it is to the scupper hole, but right now it's fixable. So what I usually do is, when you weld a piece of kayak, a crack in a kayak, I just have my drill bits on the mess right now. I'm trying to beat the sun. Oh, there they are. When you have a crack in a kayak, the last thing you want is the weld to spread, or sorry, the crack to spread, especially when it's in a dangerous spot like this. So the best recommendation to do is to drill a hole. This is 1/8 inch. Yeah, I'd go with 1/8 inch. Drill a hole on each side of the crack, and that will help the crack not spread and separate more. But what I'm attempting to do this time, since I want to do it right also, is use a hot iron staple. I think that's what they call it. And what you do is you take one of these and it should melt. I've never done this one before, but we'll try it out, and it should melt in between the crack. I'll also try to widen this crack out a little bit. Now, welding on a kayak or any kind of plastic, the best type of material you could use for your filler rod is going to be a piece of that kayak. Now, this came off of a Hobie, a red Hobie that one of my friends had. If you put a hatch in, just save that hatch for future or anything that you're cutting in, and then you'll have plastic, the exact plastic you could use for a filler rod, and that's gonna be the best type of rod you could use. You could also buy them online, but make sure the plastic matches the same type of plastic as your kayak. I think it's HDP or something, I'm not sure, but the best one you could use is a piece of the kayak. Alright, this kayak definitely needed a desperate wash pretty bad. It's been sitting for almost a year unused. One, because of that crack, and two, because of my new kayak. It's time to sell this. Is one of the reasons why I'm fixing it. Where that crack is, before you weld, make sure any dirt and debris is off of it, nice and clean. I had to clean this anyway, so I'm gonna clean the whole thing. Boom. Definitely losing sunlight here, but kayak's clean, all dried off, and I'm gonna drill a hole right here at the end. Right there. And this one I'm gonna be a little bit more careful and put it right on the edge here. I need 2 hands for this one. Yeah, drilled another hole right there, and it feels super thin, like it was just really a lot thinner. I'm gonna try to widen this a little bit with this drill bit since I can't find my Dremel tool. I was really trying to beat the clock because of the sunlight. But then I remembered I had this giant light from work I still had. And now I got a hand or a neck attachment for the GoPro. So I can use both hands now. Alright, watch this. So I'm just gonna... Oh. There we go. See, I just widened it a little bit. If you had a Dremel tool, you could even get maybe a little deeper and a little nicer. Now, this is my first time using this plastic gun, but I'm just gonna see where I want the what I'm calling staples. I don't even know if that's the right term. I think I want one there, as close as I can, and then another one there, if I can. Let's see. I wish I could get it more closer to the hole itself. But I could fit two there. Okay. I used that piece of plastic I had to practice, and it took a long time for the staple to get hot without putting pressure on it. So that's why I got this block, so I could put pressure on it. Wait till it turns red. Oh, it's actually turning red already. Ooh, wow. Okay, before it didn't do that. So now I know it's hot. Going right in. And you don't want to go too deep. That's it. Boom. And that's going to help it not spread too. So you should not have to worry about that crack spreading with the two holes drilled and these metal staples. This gun was reasonably cheap too, and it comes with the attachment for the soldering gun. But I think I like my soldering. Oh, this is kind of weird. Oh, that's hot. Stupid. What happens when you're trying to rush? Yeah. I like how it's going in sideways. And I always want these videos to be quick, but I think it's taking a little longer than expecting. Yeah, definitely putting that pressure down on this turns it red hot quick compared to just trying to hold it. You don't want to go too deep into the kayak. So, boom. Yeah, I really don't like that metal sticking out. But that's good. Okay, your dikes that came in, or wire cutters, and cut it as close as you can without losing this piece. Wow, why is it so hard to cut right now? These little things wouldn't go flying on my practice when I lost it, so try to be careful. Not really recommend it. I recommend a little file if you got one, but I'm pretty surgical with the grinder. I also got this hot gun so I can start heating this up, and my plastic. Shit, what did I do with my plastic? Alright, like I said, I want to get this nice and warm, nice and hot. After that, plastic's gonna start getting soft. See it getting like wet looking. Now I've done a couple of repairs on some cheaper kayaks. This is definitely like the nicest kayak I've ever worked on doing this. I'm just gonna start throwing it in there. So I'm definitely a little nervous doing this one. I want to do it right. It's just melting right in. That's how we want it. And I also want to sell this kayak, so I don't want to give it to somebody that is gonna have a problem with it in the future. I'm really focused on those holes. I'm gonna add another layer here, and then probably just gonna melt it in more, and then sand it. Really want to just melt that all together. Yeah. Yeah. Melt that in. And that's it. That's also why you want to use the same plastic. That's where the crack was right there. Because it's also going to blend in a lot better. And it's the same material, so it's going to be just as strong as it was before, hopefully. Now I've just been adding more and just heating it and flattening it with the flat iron. Kind of hard to do it two-handed, but this will make it just look nice, and now I feel a little better having a lot more plastic on there. It'll just kind of make it look nice. That's without sanding it yet, so really. Now the inside, you know, it's really tough to get there with the soldering iron. I'm just kind of flattening where the mark was, or where the crack was. But I could see I had a good penetration. I don't care too much about burning that side up. I don't even know if you can see. But I saw it had a good penetration. And now with that, I really wanted to be able to stick a rod up there and weld it on, but I don't think I can. I'm just happy I was able to kind of close up that crack. So I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Alright, so after hitting it with some sandpaper, I kind of scuffed it up. So I'm just gonna hit it once with the heat gun. Try to make it look pretty. How to do that, but it really don't look too bad. I mean, I'm glad it's got a good bond on the inside. Alright, so after hitting it with the sandpaper, I scuffed it up quite a bit, and I'm hitting it with the heat gun. I don't like all the black marks in it, but that's from the iron. So my GoPro died as I was explaining with my last step. And I was just sanding and then hitting it with the heat gun to kind of blend it in. I like the way it came out. It's solid. The black marks are from when the soldering iron was hot. It was burning the plastic on the soldering iron. So if you had something to clean that off constantly, then all those black marks would probably not be there. And I'm glad I'm able to see the bottom and was able to touch it up from the inside, so I know that's solid. And I'm happy with that staple heat gun that I got. I'm glad I splurged on that. Thanks for watching, and if you're interested in this kayak, make a comment, because I'm about to put it on up for sale. It's 2020 Hobie Outback, and I'll give a good price to any of my followers or anyone watching this video in the Fort Lauderdale area, and make a really good price. And then if not, I'm gonna be putting it on Facebook Marketplace. So yep, beautiful. Thanks for watching.